Deep in the rural villages of India, a village mystic sits by a ritual fire in the dead of night. He throws powder into the flames, trying to complete a protection circle before a terrifying, looming threat arrives. His efforts prove useless. Out of the dense fog step four silhouetted men, silently carrying a massive wooden coffin on their shoulders. They approach the mystic, and within seconds he is turned to stone. These ritualistic standoffs are a signature of Skull Towns, an animated archive dedicated to the specific, terrifying world of Indian regional folk horror. In this genre, spirits operate within a rigid system. They aren't just haunting houses at random. Every entity is bound by ancient laws tied to the culture and geography of the region. We can understand the mechanics of this fear by mapping these entities onto a hierarchy. There are three distinct tiers of threats here, ranging from ghosts seeking justice to unstoppable cosmic dooms. We begin at the base, Level 1. In the story of the Dakgar post office, the new postmaster realizes his quarters are haunted by Ariamon, a former employee murdered for his land. Ariamon's haunting follows a logical pattern. He delivers handwritten letters to his corrupt killers, luring them into the woods where they face a violent reckoning for their crimes. This is a rational threat because it follows a predictable human logic. He is driven by restitution, targeting the guilty while leaving the innocent alone. Because the entity follows these rules, the protagonist survives not through magic, but by uncovering the truth of the murder and reporting it to the authorities. Level 1 horror functions as a logical consequence of human karma. The supernatural element is simply the mechanism used to balance the scales of justice. Level 2 shifts away from human morality. In the freezing peaks of Kashmir, travelers speak of the Rantas, a demon who appears as a beautiful woman in a blue sari, standing alone at desolate bus stops. The Rantas is an apex predator. She uses her human form to gain a traveler's trust, hypnotizing them to walk with her into isolated mountain caves. Her hunt follows a biological schedule. Over 7 days, she slowly drains her victim's life force, leaving 2 distinct bite marks on the neck before finally consuming them. You cannot reason with a level 2 threat. Survival requires specific folklore knowledge, in this case identifying the demon's disguise and striking her from behind with a dagger carved from pure sandalwood. This tier removes the element of choice. It is no longer about being a good or bad person. It is a straight fight for survival against a creature that sees humans as nothing more than a resource. Finally, we reach the apex. In the village of Berhampur, we find the Nishir Molo, the 4 chanting coffin bearers who march through the night. These entities are connected to a 400-year-old plague and the Mrityunjay Amrit, a tree that produces a liquid capable of curing any disease, but at a terrible spiritual cost. The Nishir Molo offer no terms for engagement. There is no loophole or secret weapon. Simply looking at them or hearing their chant results in certain death. When they arrive, human power is meaningless. They easily bypass the mystic's holy fire and destroy the village's spiritual protectors without slowing their pace. This is cosmic horror. The Nishir Molo are a force of history so vast that human life is incidental. Survival is purely a matter of hiding and hoping they pass you by. This hierarchy maps to human anxieties. Level 1 targets guilt and karma, past secrets catching up. The middle tier taps into a primal fear of being outmatched by a predator. The highest tier triggers existential dread, confronting forces far older than human civilization. These animated stories serve as a digital campfire, preserving regional myths like the Kashmiri Rantas and introducing them to a new generation. Ultimately, these stories use this strict supernatural hierarchy to strip away our sense of safety, forcing these ordinary people to navigate a dark world where ancient, unyielding laws